Alrighty everybody, welcome to my cheat gainer tutorial. Now this is a pretty fun move to do, but I do mine just a little bit differently from most people, so keep that in mind. And without further ado, thanks for checking out the video, and let's get started. Oh yeah, by the way guys, please practice in a safe environment with mats and other people around you who can help you out. I can't be responsible for any injuries that may occur. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and start having some fun. Here we go. Alright, so let's take a look at the steps going into the move. So what we're doing is called a J step, and we call it this because we essentially make a J with our feet. So it's comprised of 4 steps. The first one, you're going to take your first step with your kicking your leg. Your second step is going to be going onto your other non-kicking leg. Your third step is going to go back onto your kicking leg, and the fourth step is pretty important. This is when you're going to do a small hop onto your non-kicking leg and then let your kicking leg drag behind, and that's going to really throw you over. Okay, so let's break down the move. So initially, coming out of that J step, it's really important to make a small hop on that last 4th step, because this will put some distance between your kicking leg and your non-kicking leg, which is the leg you jump off of, which will give you some height. And then also what you want to do is you want to swing your arms back so that they line up with your kicking leg, and you want to swing all 3, your arms and your leg, in sync, and this will give you a lot of height and power in your move. Alright, so coming out of that initial J step, you really want to make sure you throw your arms and your legs together in sync. Now this will generate a lot of power, and also make sure to note that when you kick your kicking leg, for me, that's my right leg, you want to kick your opposite shoulder, which is, for me, my left shoulder. So I'd be kicking my right leg towards my left shoulder, and this will generate a lot of power. And then also make sure you really drop your head back, because when you drop your head back, this allows you to kind of create the movement in the cheat gainer, whereas in other moves, you might leave your head neutral in order to set for the flip. And then also make sure you jump off of your toes, because this will generate the most height you can get. Okay, for this next part, you really want to pay close attention. So what's happening is your initial kicking leg is going to become your tuck, and that's what's going to give you the rotation. Your other leg, which you just jumped off of, is going to be brought up, and this is going to kick out eventually in a second. And then also, you really want to drop that shoulder that you were kicking towards, because this is going to rotate you around. And then also with your head, just keep dropping it back, throw it back, and spot the ground. That's really important. If you spot the ground, you can land the move. Okay, so now when you get this far, you should be parallel to the ground, so make sure you keep your eyes on the ground for the landing. And then also, it's really important to note that now is when your non-kicking leg, the initial leg you jumped off of, kicks out, kind of like a hook kick or a switch hook kick. And that's going to bring your body around, and then notice your kicking leg that you initially took off with is now tucked in, and that's going to become the leg you land on, so keep that in mind. Okay, so once you feel the rotation of the flip coming to an end, you really want to untuck that kicking leg, which is the one that's now tucked, and that's going to allow you to land the move. Now, secondly, you want to make sure that your non-kicking leg, which is the one that kicked out in the middle of the flip, comes around and it sweeps around on the floor, because the momentum is still going to be going. Otherwise, you're just going to like spin around and fall on the floor, and that wouldn't be very fun. And then also, the third part, you want to make sure that you're still looking at the ground, because if you can't see the ground, it's going to be a little bit difficult to land, if you know what I'm saying. And if you do all these steps right, then boom, you should have landed your first cheat gainer, and congratulations. Okay, here's a quick tip for those of you who are afraid of going over your head like I was at first. So what you can do is you can start off with a simple switch hook type kick on the ground, and then eventually you get higher and higher and increase the slant of the kick, and eventually it'll become a flip. But quick note, please don't do this barefoot on concrete like that. That was a stupid idea. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my cheat gainer tutorial. I really appreciate it, and hopefully it helped you guys learn something new. And later on, if you can master this move, you can move on to other things like the corkscrew, which is pretty fun. Maybe I'll do a tutorial for that later in the future. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below, or feel free to subscribe to my channel for more videos. And that's about it. So if you want to check out last week's or last few months video, is right here. That's the side flip tutorial for those of you who want to learn that. And that's about it, so thanks for checking out my video, and I'll see you guys next time.